Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Lakwatsirong Butiki. Nandito ako ngayon sa makasaysayang simbahan ng Boso-Boso, Rizal, ang Nuestra, Señora de la Annunciata Parish Church, o mas kilala rin sa pangalan na Boso-Boso Church. Isa ito sa mga lumang simbahan dito sa Pilipinas. Kilala ang Boso-Boso na dinadayo ng mga siklista, ngunit itong munting simbahan na ito ay tila hindi nila napapansin at napupuntahan. Kukwentuhan ko kayo guys. Samahan niyo muna ako dito. The Nuestra Señora de la Annunciata Parish Church, also known as Boso-Boso Church, is a Roman Catholic parish church located in Sitio Old Boso-Boso, Barangay San Jose, in Antipolo, Rizal. The first church was built as a mission church by the Franciscans in 1669. Originally, it served the Dumagat people of Lanatin and Linutan in the mountains of modern-day Rizal province. The Jesuits eventually took over the mission and the church in 1741. It was turned over to secular priests in 1768 when the Jesuits were expelled from the Philippines and other Spanish realms. In 1880, an earthquake caused significant damage to the church. Owing to the dwindling population in the area, the damaged portions of the church were not rebuilt. In 1930, the Americans planned to build a dam in the surrounding area, and the remaining inhabitants were ordered to resettle elsewhere. The project was eventually abandoned due to a discovered fault in the region. Yet, people did not return until the time of the Japanese occupation. Whatever remained of the structure was subsequently razed to the ground by the Japanese, leaving only the lower portion of the original facade intact. As the area was eventually resettled, administration of the parish was taken over by the Chameleon Order in 1986, who helped organize rebuilding of the church. The restoration was completed in 1995. preserving the ruins of the facade with the new portions built as close as possible to the simple, sparse architecture of the original. Here are some comments of a friend. From LT of San Pedro, Laguna. A small old church far from the highway, a solemn place and good for meditating, a small road leading to the church. From Maxim of Manila. An old and beautiful church undiscovered. I love this church. It is an old and beautiful Romanesque design church in Boso-Boso that is hidden in the usual route. I heard countless masses here already, and to hear mass here is a blessed experience with the folks from the barrio. This is being run by the Camillus congregation. Last Sunday, we were able to attend the veneration of the relic of Saint Camillus that was brought here in the Philippines from Rome. The Mass was conducted outside of the church because of the many people who want to venerate the relic. From AD. We have visited Boso-Boso Church and gave me goosebumps the moment we entered the church grounds. I have concluded that it is because of the ambience of the church itself, despite of the fact that it was renovated multiple times for the past years, still gives the divine feeling. From Edwin T. of Luzon. Old Church Visit. One of the older and earlier churches in Antipolo. Interesting construction and place to visit. Shaded courtyard. From Jenny Band of San Mateo. An old church waiting to be discovered. It is just by accident that we came to this place while doing our Visita Iglesia, and that accident proved to be worth it. From Agency of Mandaluyong City. It feels good to pay a visit. When I first visit this church, there's this feeling of serenity that immediately surrounds me. I really love old churches. It is as if I am traveled back in the old times. The image of Nuestra Señora de la Annunciata, which stands inside, is very welcoming. It really feels good to pay a visit here and after a prayer or two. From Crisp and Clear of Manila. Historic. Before the concrete roads made access to Boso-Boso Church conveniently possible to city dwellers, this church, also known by its less familiar but official name as Nuestra Señora de la Annunciata Catholic Church, first built by Franciscan priests, had sheltered Antipolonians and residents of other towns from the Japanese retreating forces until the Japanese army burned it. The facade survived and was rebuilt to its present majestic presence. The acacia trees provide the shade as the officiating priest provide the spiritual guidance to churchgoers, including the farmers and their families. The church was not fully restored, especially because of an earthquake in the 1800s and a plan to build a dam to supply water to Metro Manila and environs. The earthquake thus damaged and saved the church at the same time, since demolition of the church was abandoned when an earthquake fault was discovered. Some of my distant relatives were among the first settlers in Boso-Boso, and they made a living making traditional Filipino desserts like bibingka or rice cake, puto bongbong, to out-of-town visitors, especially after Boso-Boso Church was fully completed in 1995. 21 years later, I returned to Boso-Boso by mountain bike, up the zigzag road of Sumulong, detour to San Luis through Antipolo Hills, and back to Marcos Highway, up and down the mountain, then back. My legs may not be that strong, but the faith is. From Sam M. of Bulacan Province. Creepy but pretty. We just went to Hinulugang Taktak and decided to go here. We went here at night, last February 8, 2016, around 6:30 p.m. maybe, and the church was already closed. We were a little bit disappointed, though we still took pictures, and I wanna say the church is really creepy at night. Please don't go here at night. They have limited lights on the way to church. I think it's a bit liblib or secluded. From Jar Jar 20 of Manila. A treasure. If you love old churches, this is a treasure. And like most treasures, it takes some effort to find this, but it's worth the effort. It's just a small church, but it's very nice. From Balosoft of Sintis, Hungary. Nice pearl. The church has been recently renovated and it is in a great condition. The ceiling looks brand new and the tiny park with old trees around it is also well maintained. It is worth a detour visiting it. From Channing W. of Melbourne, Australia. Being renovated. Just a warning though, right now, there are constructions ongoing and the ceiling is being repaired. But I am looking forward to the next few months. Heard from the priest that it is being restored and artists are working on it. I'm sure it will be looking great soon. From DB01212014D of Tampa, Florida. 17th century old church. The Boso-Boso Church in Barangay San Jose, Antipolo City is a restored Catholic church and one of the centuries-old churches in the Philippines. It was destroyed during the Second World War. This is one of the tourist spots in the Antipolo City. If you want to go there, you can ride any jeepney going from the Masinag Sumulong intersection to Marcos Highway until you see the Boso-Boso Highland Resort. From there, ride a tricycle to reach the church. Though the place is very remote, you can ask the people from the village knows how to go there. Maganda dito tumambay guys. Napakatahimik. Babalikan ko ito hopefully next year na. Iikutin ko muna ang iba pang mga makasaysayang simbahan dito sa Rizal. Marami pa ito eh. Abangan nyo lang palagi ang Lakwatsirang Butiki guys. See you on the road. Bye-bye!